Today we're here in my kitchen talking about one of my absolute favorite countries, as well as my future home, Mexico. If you haven't heard yet, I'm moving there next year. Mexico just ranked number 4 on the global index list of the top 10 places to retire in 2025. From the amazing cost of living to world-class healthcare, vibrant expat communities, and warm, inviting locals, Mexico really has it all. You might also want to pause or screenshot some of these sections because I'm going to be teaching you some keywords and phrases that are going to really help you out in Español. So let's go ahead and get started, which is empecemos in Spanish. If you're thinking about retiring in Mexico, one of the very best things you can do to prepare is to start learning Spanish now before you go. You don't have to be fluent, but even a basic grasp of the language goes a long way. Not just for practical day-to-day life, but for building genuine connections with the people around you. Remember, if you decide to live or retire in Mexico, you're not just visiting, you're choosing to live in someone else's country. So embracing the local language and culture is a sign of appreciation, not entitlement. I'll get you started with your first lesson. Let's start with the basics, greetings and polite phrases that you will use every single day. Hola, which is hello. Buenos dias. Good morning. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Buenas noches. Good evening. ¿Cómo está? How are you? Por favor or gracias, which is please or thank you. Disculpe, excuse me. Habla inglés. Do you speak English? That's a super important one to have. As well as no hablo mucho español, which means I don't speak much Spanish. And for everyday errands or asking directions, ¿dónde está? Where is, fill in the blank, la farmacia, el banco, o el supermercado, which is the bank, the pharmacy, or the supermarket. Agua potable, drinking water. Super, super important. If you hadn't got the memo on this one, you cannot drink the water in Mexico. It will make you super, super sick. So you have got to drink bottled water, unfortunately, and either have somebody deliver those big giant jugs, or I guess haul them yourself home. And always drink bottled water when you go to restaurants or anywhere you go. Drink bottled water. So you always want to ask about agua potable. Sin picante, por favor. This is another super important one if you're like me and you cannot handle the heat in some of Mexican food. Some of it is just straight fire to me. So if you're like me, you're going to want to learn to ask for sin picante, por favor, or un poquito picante, por favor. Another good one to learn is estoy aprendiendo español, which means I am learning Spanish. This will go a long way with the locals in knowing that at least you're trying. You might goof up or make a mistake or something, but if you just tell them, estoy aprendiendo español, they're going to probably laugh and giggle and say, oh, that's great. Look at the gringo or the gringa, the foreigner that's at least trying to learn our language, which is really important. Another good tip is even 10 minutes a day using one of the various language apps that are out there will go a long way in helping you to feel more proficient in Spanish. Here are a few resources that I recommend. Duolingo, Babbel, Google Translate, Spanish Dict, and Hello Talk. Even a few simple phrases will show Mexican locals that you really respect their culture, and it's going to make your day-to-day life so much easier. You got this. Let's start with one of the biggest reasons why retirees are flocking to Mexico, and that, of course, is the affordable cost of living. Whether you're living off a pension, Social Security, savings, or still working as a digital nomad, your money is going to go a lot further here. Rent, groceries, dining out, transportation, it's all a whole lot cheaper here than in the US, Canada, or most of Europe. If you're single like me, you can live comfortably on $2,000 or less, and in some areas you can live on a whole lot less than that. And of course, if you're a couple, just maybe add a little $500. I would say $2,500 for a couple, but again, it depends on what your requirements are. If you need to live in a fancy high-rise condo, for example, of course, that's going to be a whole lot more than someone like me who's happy in a budget-friendly one-bedroom little place somewhere that doesn't have to have all of the amenities. So again, there's that range, probably $500 to $2,000, just depending on what you need. But if you're moving to Mexico and you're wanting to make a big change, I say, why not go out there and make a true lifestyle change? Cut your budget, see what you can live without. That's one of the beauties, I think, of moving to a place like Mexico, is it really gives you that opportunity to get rid of all the foof that we have in a lot of the countries that we live in, all those extras that we really don't need, and get back to the basics and get rid of your car and just have that ability to get out and walk to where you're going and not have the distractions of all the things at home that you really don't need. Then there is healthcare. Mexico offers excellent, affordable healthcare with both public and private options. Many doctors speak English and appointments are easy to schedule, often the same day. Cities like Guadalajara and Mérida are known for their top-rated hospitals and medical care. Another big plus is that you will often hear expats talking about getting off their meds, such as high blood pressure or insulin for diabetes, after moving to Mexico. The warm sunshine, plus all of the walking and eating fresh fruits and vegetables, has a lot to do with it, in my opinion, but I'm no doctor. Next, we have climate and natural beauty. Whether you love mountains, beaches, or colonial towns, Mexico's got your back. From tropical coastlines to highland cities with spring-like weather, Mexico's variety of climate is absolutely amazing. You can find anything from stunning beaches to jungles, deserts, even cobblestone streets. Now it's time for Mexican cuisine. If there's one thing I never ever get tired of in Mexico, it's the food. Mexico is a dream for food lovers like me. One of my favorite things to get in Mexico is called the comida del día, or the meal of the day, I guess is how it translates. And basically, it's a huge plate of food. Usually you've got your beans, your rice, your meat of choice, maybe a salad, some vegetables, and always fresh hot tortillas served with it. It is enough for me always to have for that meal and to take some home afterwards. And you usually just pay a couple of bucks for it. Then there are the world famous street tacos. Whether it's tender carnitas, which is slow cooked pork, carne asada, which is grilled marinated beef, or pescado, which is fish, they're fast, flavorful, and found on just about every street corner. And I dare you to walk past a panaderia, or bakery, without stopping in. That smell of fresh bread will pull you right in, whether it's a sweet concha, a sweet bread that looks like a seashell, a salty empanada, a meat patty, or a slice of tres leches cake, which is a sponge cake soaked in 3 different kinds of milk. You'll want to practice saying buen provecho, or sometimes just provecho for short, which means enjoy your meal. Then there's the proximity to the US and Canadian border. It's really convenient for those of us that are Americans or Canadians because depending on where you settle, it may just be a short flight or even a short drive away from home. It makes it so much easier to stay connected with family and friends and to be able to travel back for visits or those special things that happen in people's lives with marriages and babies' births and just all those little things that you don't want to miss out on. Definitely for me, with my kids still being, young adults, I want to be there for all the important things in their lives. And so that's one of the reasons that I'm choosing Mexico to start off. Mexico also has easy residency options. Many retirees can qualify for a permanent or temporary visa based on your income or savings. Once you have residency, you can open a bank account, buy property, and even access the public healthcare system. Plus, there's no need to constantly renew your visa like in some other countries. I would highly recommend the Mexico Relocation Guide website. They have a wonderful, up-to-date resident visa guide that can break it all down for you. I'll put a link in the description below. Then there's the expat communities. Mexico has well-established expat communities throughout the country. So no matter where you choose to retire, there's going to be a community there for you. Whether you're looking for English-speaking neighbors, social clubs, or local volunteer work, you'll find a supportive and welcoming environment. Don't forget, too, to get out and meet the locals. I do think some people rely a little too heavily on the expat community, and I think it is very important if you're choosing to live someplace long-term to not get stuck in your little bubble with your expat community. Get out and meet your neighbors. That's how you're going to learn the language a lot faster too. Get out and meet them. Meet your local produce guy that's on the corner that you go and get your fresh vegetables from every day. Really get out there and get to know the locals, because Mexican people are extremely warm and friendly and really will just bend over backwards to help you in anything that you need. This again is a great way to show respect of the culture, and also will help you go a long way in learning the language and feeling a lot more like Mexico is your home. Now let's talk safety and security. This one's obviously very important to me. My parents, my sweet parents who are in their 80s, are very concerned about my safety. I know still on the news, at least here in the US, all you hear is the bad stuff, unfortunately, about Mexico. You hear about the gangs here and somebody being, what is the word I'm looking for? Somebody being kidnapped over there. But the truth is there are a lot of places in Mexico that are much safer than your home country. For me, there's a lot of places in Mexico, as I've done my research, that are truly safer than where I'm living right now. But like any country, Mexico has some places that are safer than others. So do your research. For me, all I can say is, as I'm doing my research and deciding where I'm going to start out, I do want to be in a place that ranks high on the list for safety and security, and a place that at least has some semblance of an expat community. An important step in the right direction is choosing the right city or town. So in the next video, we're going to talk about some of the places that retirees say that they feel the most safe. Places like Mérida, Lake Chapala, and San Miguel de Allende, for example. So there you have it, guys. Just a few of the many reasons why Mexico was chosen as one of the best places to retire in 2025. I'd love to hear from you. Are you thinking about retiring in Mexico this year? Next year, maybe the year after that, anytime in the next 5 years, or maybe you're already living there. I'd love to hear from you guys as well. You can definitely help me as I make my plans to move there next year. Drop your comments in the chat below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that little bell so you don't miss out on my next adventure. See you soon, or hasta pronto.